With the associative creative method, we have learned how to create mind maps and developed pictorial sense. Today, we will focus on common composition methods. In the process of artistic exploration and creation, a fundamental issue we often encounter is composition. So, what exactly is composition? What crucial role does it play in the process of artistic creation? According to Sihai, composition is defined as follows. In order to express the thematic concept and aesthetic effect of a work, the artist arranges and organizes the spatial relationships of figures and objects within a given space, integrating individual or partial images into an artistic whole. In other words, composition is essentially the management of the relationship between the forms of objects in the picture and the frame of the plane within a limited structural framework, all according to the artist's express intention. This act of pictorial arrangement is what we call composition. Composition can be understood as the grammar of art. Only with correct grammar can an artist create works that are harmonious, aesthetically pleasing, and capable of conveying the intended message to the viewer. From the viewer's perspective, understanding this basic grammar is essential to correctly interpreting the deeper meaning of a painting. Composition should not be reduced merely to the compositional elements within the frame, nor to a few simple, practical compositional principles, and certainly not to fixed formal structures or compositional frameworks. Rather, composition is the process of organizing numerous scattered compositional elements into a unified and coherent whole. Just like the associative creative method we discussed in the previous lesson, a wide range of vocabulary will be created during mind mapping. Composition is to link these elements together, transforming inner feelings of excitement, reverence, fear, wonder, or sympathy into a visual experience for the viewer. What information to convey to the viewer and how to convey it is accomplished entirely through visual means. An artist can take a complex scene or image and, through abstraction, refinement, and simplification, distill it into a compositional framework. Therefore, mastering meaningful formal structures holds great importance for artistic creation. Here, I will briefly introduce some commonly used methods of composition. 1. Horizontal composition. This is often used to express the vastness and tranquility of nature, such as mountains, plains, or coastlines, and is frequently seen in landscape photography. 2. Vertical composition. In contrast to the horizontal, vertical lines create a strong sense of tension. When multiple verticals stand together, they generate a rhythmic visual effect. 3. Horizontal plus vertical composition. This is one of the fundamental forms of composition, commonly found in natural landscapes composed of ground horizons with mountains or trees. Pictures structured only with horizontals and verticals convey a rational, calm sense of stability. If diagonals and curves are introduced instead, the effect changes completely. 4. Cross composition. A special combination of horizontal and vertical lines. This form also conveys a sense of calmness and stability. 5. Oblique composition. Obliques suggest dynamism. A composition built primarily on obliques often expresses liveliness and a splendid sense of motion. 6. Diagonal composition. A diagonal is a specific type of oblique line and also the most stable form of oblique line. It is also considered a hidden guiding axis within the picture. Many painters begin their sketches using this diagonal line as a structural basis. 7. Curvilinear composition. Straight lines convey rigidity and rationality, while curves evoke softness and emotionality. Curvilinear compositions are well suited for depicting female portraits or serene landscapes. 8. S-shaped and C-shaped composition. These are specialized forms of curvilinear composition, when elements curve in an S or C shape extending into the distance. the image gains a rhythmic quality. This approach is often used to depict rivers, pathways, and similar subjects. 9. Triangular composition. An upward-pointing triangle is the most stable geometric form. A triangular composition creates a balanced, steady image. However, this very stability can become a drawback. If overemphasized, the image may lose dynamism and vitality and appear rigid or conventional. Triangular composition is frequently used in portrait painting. 10. Hollow triangular composition. Unlike the solid triangles discussed earlier, the triangle mentioned here is a hollow triangle, namely a triangle with an open center. The inherent stability of the triangular form combines with the lightness of the void, making the image avoid heaviness or stiffness, only leaving its inherent stability. 11. Inverted triangular composition. Although less stable than an upward-pointing triangle, the inverted triangle still achieves a certain balance and conveys a sense of relaxed dynamism. 12. Composite triangular composition. Combining triangles of varying sizes generates a powerful dynamic tension within the image. 13. Diamond composition. A diamond is essentially a variation of the triangle. Its properties are similar to those of an inverted triangle. Its narrow base makes minimal contact with the ground. It creates a light yet stable impression, balancing movement with an underlying sense of equilibrium. 14. Radial composition. Elements radiate outward from a central point. This type of composition not only guides the viewer's eye but also produces an expansive, imposing, and impactful visual effect. 15. X-shaped composition, one-point perspective. Distant objects gradually diminish in size, converging toward a single vanishing point. Elements or lines are arranged in an X-shaped layout, creating a sense of depth and guiding the viewer's gaze from the periphery toward the center. This method is ideal for emphasizing spatial depth in a scene. 16. Zigzag composition. Also known as a Z-shaped or sawtooth composition. This technique uses diagonal lines to depict ridges in the foreground and opposing diagonals for the midground. It is a perspective method that effectively conveys distance and depth. 17. Panoramic composition. By presenting a bird's eye view of a scene, this composition differs from ordinary landscape perspectives. It not only enhances the feeling of depth but is also well suited for depicting narrative-rich subjects, such as battle scenes or festive events. 18. Enclosed space composition. A space surrounded by walls, trees, or other elements can evoke a sense of security, while simultaneously implying a feeling of confinement or suffocation. 19. Framing composition. Also known as a framed composition. This approach involves viewing a scene through gaps in foliage, windows, doors, or architectural elements. It adds strong spatial layering, transforming even ordinary scenery into a dynamic and engaging visual experience. This is a very common type of composition. 20. Light-centered composition. In scenes with strong contrasts between light and shadow, light often becomes the focal point of the image, evoking a sense of warmth and centrality. These are the key composition techniques we've covered today. I encourage you to use these compositional methods to thoughtfully organize and visually articulate the important concepts from your mind maps, ensuring they are conveyed clearly and effectively to your audience.